everybody, welcome back into the Blended Bandroom. This week we're going to talk about 5 tips for creating the most engaging and effective instructional videos for your students. But first, if you like videos that talk about how to incorporate technology into your music or band classroom, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below for great content each and every week. Let's go ahead and get into this week's topic. The first 4 tips I'm going to give you come from Vanderbilt University's Center for Teaching and Learning. They put together a great resource that I'm going to link down in the description that goes over creating effective instructional videos. The first tip that Vanderbilt gives is signaling. Signaling can be as easy as adding a graphic or title screen down below when introducing a new topic, or changing the color of a video when you say something that's really important. Signaling can also come in using an app like Screencastify and using their highlighter tools, or simply your cursor like I do in other videos to show where somebody should click if you're showing them how to log into something, or if you're trying to draw attention to something, you can highlight it and make sure that the student knows that that's the information that you want them to gain out of that video. The next tip that Vanderbilt University gives is segmenting or chunking. This is something that band directors are very comfortable with, and we understand through teaching music or marching band show to our students. For instance, I break my videos up into embouchure and then posture hand position and then instrument assembly. They have a lot of information that they're getting, but they're doing it in separate lessons as opposed to me sitting down and saying, here's all this information, I'm going to ramble on and talk, and you just get it as you go. Ed Puzzle does great at, if you're going to use pre-made content, you can go ahead and cut it down to just the information that you want. If you're using somebody else's videos, I always suggest that it's your voice that's going to your students so that you're getting the correct information and you don't have to spend all this time going through and editing it. You can just give the information that you want to your students and make sure that they're getting things that are accurate and are going to fit your program the best. The next one, we need a little bit of scenery change because the next one is going to be called weeding. And weeding is going to be getting out any information or unnecessary background that can cause a distraction in your video. Like this little guy who sits in his cage while I film these videos, he can sometimes bark or make a distraction, and that's not good. If you have kids at home, they can make distractions too that are loud, and that's not going to be effective for your teaching. The other thing is I changed shirts because when I sat down to film today, I actually put on a wrinkled shirt, and that was just going to distract from the content that I need. There we go. That's a lot better background now. It's simple. It doesn't have a lot going on. The dog's back where he's supposed to be, and students can really focus on what I'm trying to teach them. I've learned this through trial and error that you should always wear just plain shirts. If you notice, every video I've made, I've just been wearing a plain shirt, nothing graphic on it, and to eliminate any unneeded information as well. So if you tend to ramble, which a lot of teachers we do, we need to make sure that we're taking that part, leaving it on the editing room floor, and not getting into rambling. The last tip that Vanderbilt gives for creating effective instructional videos is matching modality. And they compare 2 different things. Something that's just a reading may only require a teacher's voice. But in something like a math problem or reading music, the students are going to need to see what a quarter note is. This is called a CON, K-A-H-N, CON instructional video. And you're actually showing the students what they're supposed to be doing. This is what I've done in my videos in the past, using Screencastify, using Ed Puzzle, making sure that you see what I'm doing so that you can replicate it in your own classroom. And finally, the last tip of the 5 that I'm going to give you is smile in your videos. Make your videos engaging, show your personality to your students. This can be tough when you're sitting in front of a camera by yourself for a couple hours filming. I understand. It's not the most fun thing in the world to do for most people, but it allows you to really show a different side of yourself to your students. Make sure you're smiling. A nice tip is to put a sticky note up on the camera or on your phone that says smile. So every time you look up at the camera, you know to smile and lift your eyebrows up and make sure that your face is inviting and that we're showing that learning is fun. And I know that it can be difficult during this time. I've seen so many teachers asking, well, I'm not a YouTube star, I'm not somebody who creates content. why do I have to do this right now? That's just the world that we're living in. And I've always used videos in blended instruction, but now that we have remote learners, we need to make sure that we're engaging them just as much as if they were in the room with us. Your traditional learners are going to get to really know you, and some of your beginning students who are remote learners, they might not get to see that side of you. So make sure that you're showing that to all your students. So those 5 tips that we went over were signaling, segmenting, reading, matching modality, and then making sure you're showing your personality. Those 5 things are going to make your instructional videos be the best they can be. If you liked this video, go ahead and give this video a like, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The subscribers have been rolling in each video. It's been awesome to see. Thank you. We'll see you next week on the Blended Bandroom.